Hi everyone, and welcome to your Twin Flame Tarot Love Messages. As always, we'll be taking a look at what the cards here are hinting or predicting for you here, or perhaps what messages they are guiding you towards regarding your twin flame connection. This is going to be a general reading, so please just keep that in mind. If you are after a personalized tarot reading with me, one in which the messages here will be personalized and tailored to you and your specific situation, please feel free to reach out and connect with me. To do so, I will be listing my email address, which you can find just below the video here in the show more section. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and get the reading started. Okay, I did have a few cards that sort of flipped over, so I feel like they're trying to communicate something to us, and I won't be ignoring that. So you've got the Temperance, Magician. There's something. There's a few more, right? The Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. There are 6 cards here. So for some reason, for one reason or another, these particular cards had flipped over as I shuffled, and it's almost like they were trying to, make their way here, towards you. So I feel like what messages are going to be contained in this tarot reading is going to be, for a lot of you, I feel like it's going to be very important, because there's a reason why there's a reason why you clicked on this video. There's a reason why you may still be here. I feel like there's something in it for you, okay? Either something that resonates with you, either something that might be guiding you, either something that might provide you some clarity. However it fits you, I definitely feel like there's something in here, a message or 2 or 3 perhaps, that I feel like was meant to find you, okay? Ultimately, I feel like whatever it is that you're seeking is seeking you. So I feel like some messages here are going to be very important for a lot of you here. Okay, what do we have? We've got a few messages here. Let's start with Temperance. Okay. There's a strong sense of alchemy here with Temperance and the Magician here. So it's like, to me, I'm getting everything that you have and everything that you share here with your twin flame connection, both good and bad, is definitely a result of your manifestation here, guys. There's definitely a very strong sense of alchemy here, okay? So with Temperance here, it does speak to us about balance, about harmony here, patience, peace, serenity here. Notice how the water here, I just want to draw your attention to the water here, and notice how the water flows just sort of between the feet of the angel here. This to me is suggestive of unity and infinity here. So for a lot of you, I feel like the message that I get for some of you, you and your twin flame connection, okay? Some of the cards here are definitely telling me that it's the right person, but it's the wrong time. That's what I'm getting, okay? And I feel like what you're doing right now, this song and dance that you and your twin flame are doing, it's almost like you're destined to do this forever. There's a lot of back and forth. Temperance card is definitely encouraging for you to invite a sense of balance, whether it is into your particular connection, or, sort of balance your energies here. To me, I feel like, for some of you, I feel like there's a peace that you need to find here, okay? There's a peace that needs to be found here in order to put your mind at ease about something here. I'm also seeing that it's very important for you to, right now, it's very important for you to set aside some time to really evaluate your situation and really examine your priorities that you have here. Okay, be very cautious here in your thoughts and in your actions here. Consider your actions very thoroughly, especially when it comes to your love and your twin flame connection here. For some of you, I feel like the messages that I get, maybe you're being a little bit too pushy with you and your twin flame, or maybe your twin flame is being a little bit too pushy with you. Maybe you're being too giving or not giving enough here. How I feel like there are some traits that you have within your energy that I feel like you could probably put into balance. Because to me, I feel like right now, you and your twin flame connection can definitely benefit from the notion of balance and equilibrium here. And I feel like if the two of you can find a way to attempt to work together, to come together and work together, I definitely feel like then there will be some sacrifices, okay? There will be some sacrifices and there will need to be some compromises here. But if you can find a way to work together, I definitely feel like this will be a very harmonious kind of energy. It's just all about finding that middle path, okay? Going down that middle path here. I feel like because swords are a weapon and they are destructive energy, for a lot of you, I can see that maybe your twin flame here has hurt you, has pained you, has wounded you. I do get that there is some sort of deception involved, okay? Because at the end of the day, the magician is a manipulator here. So maybe you're being emotionally manipulated by your twin flame. Maybe your twin flame here is telling and keeping secrets from you, okay? They're not being necessarily very honest and very open or transparent with you. But then again, this could also maybe be your energy that's coming up. Maybe the two of you are a little bit, you're being dishonest with one another, or you're both being a little bit manipulative. You or your twin flame is probably doing things that they shouldn't be doing, but because they're doing it in secret, they're hoping that no one will notice their wrongdoings, no one will notice their wrong actions. Notice the Seven of Swords figure. He's sort of looking around hoping that there are no witnesses to witness, his wrongdoing, his wrong deeds here. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you, I can see that this is a very strong emotional connection. And a lot of you, I feel like maybe some of you have been making excuses for your twin flame, okay? Because I feel like they're coming up as this energy of someone who's been very cold and very distant, someone who's very inconsistent, okay? A bit of a fluctuating presence. Like there's a lot of extremities in their energy here. And I feel like maybe your twin flame, but then again, I feel like that also is a whole part of this twin flame journey in which, because the emotions and the intentions that the two of you feel for one another are so foreign and so intense that sometimes it can be really hard to process and it can be really hard to understand, which is why I feel like they're acting the way in which they're acting. Sometimes they come across as very forward, very into you, very hot and heavy, and then they pull back with the Queen of Swords energy. They come across as very distant. It's almost like, you have to get to know them all over again, and they act like a stranger. There's a lot of back and forth, which is why I say that balance is very much needed. Not only when it comes to the connection, but also to apply balance to each individual energies here, okay? Because if there is a balance in your inner world, then your outer world essentially mirrors your inner world. So if you can find a balance within, you'll be sure to find a balance without, guys. So as I've mentioned, I can see that there's a lot. I feel like this is a complicated state of affairs, and I can see that there's a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, but there's also a lot of dishonesty involved here. And I feel like it's that dishonesty, it's that deception, that manipulation, that not being able to tell the truth, not being honest here. It's that very energy that I feel like is creating a lot of this hurt, pain, and these wounds here. And for some of you, I feel like you're tolerating. Be careful of what you tolerate, because essentially you're sending a message that you're allowing for this to happen and you're putting up with it and you're okay with it. Some of you, I feel like that your twin flame is like, that this isn't the first time they told a lie, or this isn't the first time they've said or done something to hurt you. But yet you keep coming back for more. The two of you keep gravitating towards one another here. I did mention, to me, it feels like you've met the right person at the wrong time, okay? Because I feel like there's something about this situation that it feels like your twin flame has strong feelings for you, but I don't know that they're ready to act on those feelings. I don't know that they're ready for all the things that you're ready for, okay? The whole notion of the right person at the wrong time. However, I'm gonna I'm going to go one step further and say, is it really the right person? Okay, because I feel like if you do meet the right person, no timing will ever be too early or too late. No timing will ever be wrong. I feel like if you do meet the right person here, the both of you will want to, despite your circumstances, despite how tricky and how difficult they might be, the both of you would want to come together and you'd want to cooperate. You know, you'd want to spend some time in getting to know each other and wanting to build each other and wanting to build and manifest all that you desire here. So for a lot of you, I feel like there's definitely a few things worth considering here. Okay, for some of you, yes, look, right person, wrong time. But then I feel like you also have to ask your question. You also have to ask yourself the question: is it really the right person? Because to me, it feels like if it is the right person, the timing will never be wrong. Okay, the timing will always be right. It'll never be, as I've mentioned, too early or too late. Or you make the timing right, kind of thing. And I feel like what's happening here, when a lot of factors, okay, and this what I feel like is what accounts for this energy of hostility, this anger, this even regret, and this pain or even jealousy. I feel like you're missing out, the two of you are missing out on a lot of good that this relationship can, you know, does hold potential for. But I feel like because certain factors are not coming together and those factors aren't playing well with each other, like circumstances, like timing, you know, cycles and whatnot, external factors, because they're not coming together and not playing together very well, the outcome that you desire for this connection here, the overall outcome here is not what you're not getting what you desire. The outcome isn't what you desire here. So this is what I feel like, because you're not getting what you want from out of this connection and from out of your twin flame, and you know the twin flame feels much the same, it's creating this sense of pain within your energies. It's creating this sense of hostility, this dishonesty, this anger. So definitely I feel like that's coming up. Okay, that's being channeled in various, those emotions are being channeled in various ways here. I feel like the key here, honestly, is to communicate, just to communicate and be honest with each other, because be very truthful and be very honest with each other. If you can create a safe space and where the two of you can really communicate with each other openly without criticizing or without, you know, feeling like you're being judged, I honestly feel like your connection will definitely benefit from this here. Because I feel like give the relationship, honestly, have a honest heart-to-heart conversation here and give the relationship a proper go that it deserves. Because there's a lot of, I feel like you have to weed out a lot of this infidelity or this, you know, dishonesty or this anger and this hostility. Weed out all the negative feelings and focus on the good. And I feel like to do that, I really encourage the both of you to have an honest heart-to-heart conversation. Remember that an ugly truth will hurt far less in the long term than a gentle lie. Okay, so honesty is the best policy, as they say. All right, guys, these are your messages. Thanks for tuning in. Please feel free to share